Hey everyone, welcome to the Greens Hilltop Homestead. I'm the Twerking Farmer, and today we have a little project to do. I have a 16-foot long flat trailer that I need to replace all the wood on it. I gotta knock out all the bolts because the bolts are welded that they use to hold the wood down. So I gotta do those, break them off, and then drill new holes so I can put the new bolts through. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun little project. I gotta get it done because we gotta start hauling our own bales and getting compost, and I need this trailer. So let's take a look at it and see what we're gonna need. Oh, and if you haven't done it yet, hit the like button. Like button is very important. Hit the subscribe button, share this video, and I hope everyone's having an awesome day. And if you like us, we got hit by that ice storm and the ice is finally gone. Finally, it's took a while, but as you can see, we had like 6 or 8 inches of ice everywhere. It was a nightmare. Now we have a swamp, so glad that's all done. That only happens once in a while, but yeah, let's get started on this trailer because I got tons of stuff to do today, so let's get started. Now I also got to fix a lot of the wiring for the brakes and all those lights because I want this thing to work like it should. So I might have to change the plug out for the brake plug. I need to change the whole wiring harness out. So it's somewhere in here because this one right here don't belong on there. It needs a bigger one that controls the brake and everything. Since it's a dual axle, it has to have that brake. Alright, let's get a broom and clean this stuff up. Alright, so got all the wood out. Busted all the screws. I just busted them off with the sledgehammer because I can just drill new holes. I can go right next to where these ones are. I was thinking I was gonna have to drill those out, but I just knocked them off with the sledgehammer, and I'll get the drill and drill new holes. Now I'm just gonna clean it all up and fix these side panels on the wheels because it doesn't look like they're in a groove. There's grooves on the side where they should slide into, so. Okay, so we got all the wood out. We got the panels put in their grooves where they should be, so they're a lot more sturdy. So got them all in there. It's way more sturdy. It doesn't move no more. So that's gonna help out. I still might have to build something to go over these where it's solid. So I have a feeling as soon as that hay bale goes on there, it's gonna bend it over. So they're both on. Now what I gotta fix, I gotta redo this mess right here because that's just a mess. So I got to cut it down there, make it real nice and clean, and I have another plug that's long enough to fit my truck because this has got to be towed by my truck. So the other problem I have is these chains. These chains are just too short. So I'll have to, when I go to Home Depot, I'll have to buy something to insert in between the link and take these hooks off and make it like probably 8 inches longer. 8 inches longer will be perfect, because right now these don't fit at all. So all right, so like I said, I went to the lumber yard that's down the street, got me some wood to put on here. So it's a little long. These are actually a couple inches too long, so I gotta mark them, cut them, and then tuck them under. I gotta get a few tools, and then we'll get started, make our marks, and cut some wood. So let's get started. So I can another piece of wood. Alright, so I'm going to start fastening some bolts on the end pieces, the edges, just so everything's nice and flush against the frame. So I got to use my third hand right here, because it's kind of bowed, so I got to squeeze together. And I'm using these bolts here, and they're file repair. Every time I'm in the middle of recording, it says file repair. But anyways, I'm using these 3-inch bolts just like this, and there's 3 going on each piece of wood. And then using a big washer, they're 3/8, they're 3-inch long, using a lock washer on the bottom with the bolt. So they work pretty good. They get pretty flat on here, that's what I want, because I don't want nothing to get stuck when I'm pushing it on here, hitting the top of the bolt. So it's gonna look like that. Perfect. Okay, I got it all spaced as best as I can get it. But you know what, Selena, you know what I'm feeling right now? What do you think I'm feeling right now? I'm kind of excited right now because this looks good. I'm doing such a good job. Twerk it, baby. Twerk it. And you just put your hands right here and twerk it, twerk it, twerk it. Huh, Bella, twerk it, twerk it. Come up here and twerk it. Come on. Ready? Come on. Twerk it, twerk it, twerk it, twerk it, twerk it. What a disgrace, she says. All right, Bella. All right, you can leave now. I think I'm gonna get started on the electrical. So I want to get this plug all done. So we're gonna do this electrical. All right, since we got the plug all hooked up, I gotta install the breakaway switch. So what I got is the Defender has a battery inside of here. It has a test button on here. It'll show you when it's charging, and it'll tell you when it needs to be recharged, and it'll also give you an indicator when it's fully charged. And then it also got the breakaway switch. So I have the plug all hooked up. Now I just got to get this all wired and heat shrink to get all that all done, because it has to have this for the electric brakes to work. And then I also got some LED lights, tail lights for the trailer. Got these at Tractor Supply. I think they were like $12, something like that. This breakaway switch, the breakaway system, I got at Home Depot. For everything, the whole kit, it was, I believe it was like $70. So definitely got to have that. So I got to figure out where I'm going to mount it, figure out which wire goes where, which is pretty easy, and then hook it all up. So let me get all set up and we'll start hooking this all up for you guys. So on mine, so the black wire, I guess some of these are different than others. So the red wire come in, it says how to hook it up. White goes to ground, red goes to vehicle battery, and then the blue goes to the breakaway switch. Pretty easy. You just got to figure out which wire's got constant 12 volts. It's always got to have 12 volts when the car's off and everything you have plugged in, because it's got to charge the battery. So my wire that's hot is the black wire. So this would go here on the black wire, and then blue will go to one part of the breakaway switch, and it's pretty easy. So I'll get this all hooked up, add some parts in here, and then we'll get back when it's all done. Okay. So that's just auxiliary. I don't need this wire, so I'm just gonna cap it off. Mounting this in the same spot where the original one was. There's no reason to change where it's located. Alright, let's tighten that up. There's that. Alright, so we're all done with the system here, the breakaway system. Extended the chains on the trailer, so that part is all done. I got the battery charging because it has to be charged. Alright, so I'm gonna finish this video off right here. It's pretty much done. I just got to finish drilling the holes and putting the rest of the bolts in. The pattern's gonna look like that. So I just got to do that all the way up, just like these right here. And then I'm gonna go pick up a spare tire. I gotta go and pick up a spare tire so I can put it on here. Definitely want to keep a spare on here because these things get flats all the time. All the lights work. I plugged it into the truck. Everything works. So last thing I'm gonna do, I'm sure it'll be in one of our videos when we're picking up the compost and everything. I'm gonna put the stain on here. But that's all I'm gonna do on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like all the videos, please. That's the most important thing. Share the video, comment if you have any questions, any suggestions, and we'll see you on the next video. There's going to be some videos coming up. We've been editing and making videos like crazy, so those will be posted next week. So hope everyone has a good day, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.